Welcome back. I'm gonna be glad to get back to a normal schedule tomorrow. Got to be honest. The hockey all day, 3 days in a row. I hope the NHL gets good ratings out of this. One thing I think when it's hockey all day is I really hope they're getting exposure and that they're utilizing the schedule right. We've talked about broadcasting rights and all the broadcasting stuff that they get right and they get wrong. And I hope on days like this that it does give them that bump. That people who might otherwise not be watching hockey are watching it that day. Otherwise, it's an all day hockey thing, right? All right. That being said, we're going to start things off talking about the Islanders and the Penguins. So everybody wrote off the Islanders this morning. Would have worn Islanders tonight, but I wore Islanders for the news video, so I went with Jets. So Sorokin versus Jari in this one. Early jump for the Islanders. Things got pushy after a Sorokin hold on a Ruedel shot. Shots are 4-1 though for the Islanders. 4 minutes in, Penguins press at 4.5. There was a kick save on a really good chance for Lee. The puck goes the other way, and Jake Gensel buries a loose puck in the crease. Crosby and Raquel with the assists at 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Russ then has a shot that's held. The momentum had swung towards the Penguins. Malkin's denied. Sorokin under siege at this point. Islanders press at the half. Penguins block him out. The Penguins end up getting a power play. Islanders don't let them set up. They have back-to-back clears, and they killed that one off. Then Pulick has a slot shot that saved, pressed by the Penguins with 4.5 minutes left. Sorokin, honestly, is the only reason this one's 1-0. Lots of highlight reel saves from him in this. Penguins press again with 3.5 minutes left. Crosby can't bury one in close. O'Connor has a slot shot that's held. Last minute, there's a press by the Islanders, but they're kept to the outside. So after one, it's 1-0 for Pittsburgh, and they were full value for the lead. They had much better opportunities and many more opportunities than the Islanders in the first. Second period, Martin has a net feed that nearly goes in. The Islanders much better in the second. Penguins go to the power play. The Islanders don't let them set up again. The puck lands on the goal line, and then the net gets knocked off. Romanov had actually saved it. So Jeff Carter, that close to a power play goal, it just doesn't happen. So that's killed off, and then the Islanders rush the other way. Palmieri fires one high. The Pens rush back, and then on a rush opportunity as well, as this was a wide open period. 35 shots in this period. Nelson wires it from Parisi at 5:19. He buries that one far corner, top corner as well. And he has the most goals against Jari of any active NHLer. He has 8 against Tristan Jari. The Islanders press at 6.5 minutes. The shots are 9-7 for the Islanders at 7.5 minutes. So they're playing well. O'Connor, they can't bury one on a net drive. The Penguins get their third power play. Malkin's denied on a face-off win. There was a shorthanded rush by Palmieri where he fires high. And then Petrie would hit the post, and then the puck is buried. It's Zucker on the power play from Petrie and Kapanen at 12:26. Penguins press for another. Parisi's denied on a break. The Islanders then draw a power play. That's killed off. Penguins rush, and they get some pressure. There was a near miss for Crosby there. Martin finally cleared it out for a change. They were pinned down for a bit. Things get pushy and punchy with 2:45 left, and the boxes fill. Now, one thing that was brought up on the Pittsburgh feed, and I'll say this, and they're right, linesmen shouldn't take 2 players from one team and 1 player from the other. You're leaving it a 4-on-3 at that point, and things can escalate, and definitely there was some punching that went on when it was 4 versus 3. But at any rate, a bunch of guys go to the box. It stays 5-on-5. It just means if you're on the bench, you could probably just stretch out and just relax because there's all kinds of room. Penguins press the next shift. Pellet gets hurt on a hit, but he stays in the game. 1:17 left. There's a power play for the Islanders. Horvat can't bury one at the horn. He took that personally. We roll over into the third with the score 2-1 for Pittsburgh. There's a shorthanded break for Bluger. Sorokin saves there. Penguins finish the kill. Rust is denied on a net drive. The Penguins press. Mayfield and Gensel were unfriendly. I believe Mayfield just took Gensel's stick at one point. Why not? It's there. Pens go to the power play. There's an early clear by Cizikas. Shorthanded rush by Horvat. That chance was held, and it's killed off. And then, after the penalty's done at 8:34, Horvat gets his 35th of the season from Fashing. He buries it from a sharp angle. He just saw a hole, and he managed to hit that. Penguins press to respond, but Jari turns the puck over. Can't be doing that, and he turns it over to Horvat. Gets it to Martin, and Lee buries it at 10:15. So Lee from Martin and Horvat. So Horvat with a goal and an assist in less than 2 minutes. Islanders go to the power play. Palmieri fires one wide. That's killed off. Penguins press with 6 minutes left. The Islanders are getting pinned down at this point. Really, honestly, a great game for Sorokin tonight. Zucker has a net drive that's defended. The Islanders a little guilty of hanging on at this point. The goalie pull happens with 2 minutes left. Malkin has a blast that's saved, and everyone just crowds the net trying to bury it. The Islanders, though, they shot block, and at 19:35, it's Brock Nelson scoring from Parise, who makes the score 4-2, and that's your final for the Islanders. They go to 29-24-7. Pittsburgh below the playoff line tonight, 27-20-9. So, the shots in this one, 19-7 Pittsburgh in the first, 18-17 Pittsburgh in the second, 10-8 Pittsburgh in the third. Final shots, 47-32 for the Penguins. Power plays, the Islanders 0 for 3, the Penguins 1 for 4. The hits, 30-29 for Pittsburgh. Sorokin saves 45 out of 47. Jari saves 28 out of 31. One thing that I did think that was interesting was they kept talking about how Jari had this great record against the Islanders, and he's really good against the Islanders, and it's really what they need. And then they blew the lead. So they propped up the goaltender too much. Maybe he could hear them through an earpiece and went to his head, and they lost. All right, next up, we've got Winnipeg and the Rangers. I wish for this one that I had a magnet I could put on the board that was Connor Hellebuck's face, because this was really Hellebuck against the Rangers. So this is one of those ones where we always talk about power rankings. I don't think it's fair for me to look at this result tonight and say, well, the Rangers didn't play well. They played very well. I also don't think I can punish the Winnipeg Jets for not playing well because they won, right? But Hellebuck, a huge part of this. So it's Hellebuck versus Shesterkin, early press by the Jets. Hellebuck showing Rangers, and it's weird. Shesterkin really hasn't stolen very many games this year. It just feels like that's all come back down to earth. We'll see if that changes. But of course, they had a 10-game point streak coming in too, so the Rangers have been doing quite well. Lafreniere has a rush chance that's defended. The Rangers press at 2 minutes. Things get pushy after a hold by Shesterkin. Shots are 4-2 for the Rangers at 4 minutes. Trouba has a shot that's saved. The rebound's cleared out. Dubois is then denied on a rush. There's a delay game call. The Jets get the power play, and they score on it. It's Morrissey who sets a new franchise record for points by a defenseman. People will point out that the original Jets had defensemen with more points. Nope, we're talking about the Thrasher-Jets combination that we're looking at now. Morrissey setting a record with that power play goal from Ehlers and Dubois at 5:12. So that was scored through a screen on a face-off win. Trocheck then has a rush chance that's saved. There's a near miss for Lafreniere, who had a good game. Most of the Rangers did. Rangers press. The shots are 10-4 for New York at 7.5 minutes. And so that's where the frustration kicks in, right? They're outplaying them, but they're behind on the scoreboard. We then had a fight between Gagne and Trocheck. So Gagne stepping into the lineup and acquitting himself pretty well tonight. Jets stuck on 4 shots for a while. That 4th shot was the goal. Panarin to Hedl, picked off by Ehlers. Power play then for the Rangers. Back-to-back clears by the Jets. Zibanejad has a blast that saved. The rebounds cleared. And then shorthanded rush during this power play for the Rangers. Scheifele would score after the power play was done. So it's not technically a shorthanded goal from Connor and Pionk at 16:32. So it's a shorthanded rush that by the time the puck goes in, it's a 5-on-5 goal. So Fox then had a tip shot that was held with 47.8 seconds left. The Rangers go back to the power play. So it's 2-0 Winnipeg after 1, but they were outshot by a lot in that first period. So really, this is where Hellebuck, make sure he's got a lot of Gatorade and he's well hydrated between periods because he's a busy man. Second period, Jets finish the kill. The Rangers press. They're kept to the outside. Our Rangers go back to the power play. Panarin has a shot that deflects out. His next shot was blocked. And then his next chance was saved by the mask of Hellebuck, and it popped a strap, so they had to blow the whistle. So Panarin not able to get a goal there. That was killed off. And then on a 3-on-2 rush by the Jets, as Dubois had left the box, Connor scores from Appleton and Morrissey at 6:04. So really nice goal there by Connor. Shots are 2-1 for the Rangers at 7 minutes. So this is the important thing. The Jets have 1 shot. It's been in the net. So they had 3 goals on their first 10 shots tonight. So Fox goes beast mode. He didn't get an assist on this officially. I guess the puck got turned over and went back. I was still in awe of Adam Fox out there. So Trocheck gets a goal from Tarasenko at 11 minutes. It's a really strong press by the Rangers. Again, I guess the puck got turned over and went back to Tarasenko. But Fox's beast mode moves there definitely helped set that up. So don't hand the puck to Panarin, Schmidt. I noticed with Nate Schmidt tonight, there were a few times I saw him hand the puck to the other team. Now, I like Nate Schmidt most times, but can't be doing that. And I'm sure that Hellebuck probably patted him on the back and said, so the guys in blue, they're not us, not tonight. So anyways, yeah, it was pretty obvious that for Hellebuck, he was going to have to, ride this one out. Rangers press as a result of the turnover by Schmidt. Hedel then has a shot that's held. The fans called one shortly after. The referee does not. Jets are guilty of hanging on a bit late. The Rangers with some momentum. Connor's denied on a fast break. And then there's a press by the Jets in the final minute. So it is a 3-1 game going to the third period. But it's not over because this is the Rangers. They're used to coming back from, being behind. Early press by the Rangers. No shots on net in the third period early on. VC has a chance that's held. Trouba had a shot that's saved as the Rangers are pressing, looking to get closer. Jets cleared out to get a change. They'd been pinned down a bit. Hellebuck would have to steal this one. I just wrote right there, Hellebuck will have to steal this one. This is not, the Jets are not having a great game. Hellebuck is having a great game, and they're scoring enough to have the lead at this point. Rangers end up drawing a power play. They're in comeback mode at this point. It looks the same as against Calgary and against the Edmonton Oilers. Trocheck has a blast that's held. Kreider has a one-time held as well. And then Kreider gets denied to the point where he's looking skyward. It's killed off because Hellebuck reasons. Jets press with 7.5 minutes left. Connor has a chance that's kicked aside. And then a backhand from the slot and a filthy move too. Scheifele scores from Connor and Appleton at 15:29. And then on the next shift, they tried it again. Scheifele gets denied from the slot. They tried to do it again. Rangers get their 50th shot on net with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. It was the Connor Hellebuck show, and it was a victorious one. They win this one 4-1. Really important win for the Jets here. They go to 35-21-1 on the season. For the Rangers, a frustrating loss, sure, but this is the first game where they haven't had a point in 11. 33-15-9 is the record with this loss. I guess it's probably because of the magnet I've chosen. I'm sure there will be Rangers fans that don't like it. Shots, I haven't used that one in years because the last time I used it, I don't ever use that again. Shots 20-9 for the Rangers in the first, 12-4 Rangers in the second, 19-8 Rangers in the third. The final shots 51-21 for the Rangers. Yeah. Power plays, Winnipeg 1 for 1, the Rangers 0 for 4. Hits 20-19 for the Rangers. Hellebuck 50 saves on 51 shots. Absolutely ridiculous. And Shesterkin 17 saves on 21 shots. Normal, regular, everyday goaltending from the Rangers this year. And it's definitely made a difference at times. We'll see how Shesterkin bounces back from this one. I'm thinking probably shutout, but we'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.